Hello friends, welcome to my new video, and today's discussion is on resting membrane potential. So let us start. First of all, what is the definition? So electrical potential that existing across the cell membrane under the resting condition, that is known as resting membrane potential, and how it is recorded. So one the microelectrode is placed into the interior of the cell and another is placed outside the cell in the interstitial fluid, and these electrodes are connected to appropriate way. One microelectrode is placed into the interior of the cell and another is placed outside the cell in the interstitial fluid. These electrodes are connected to the appropriate voltmeter for recording the resting membrane potential, and it varies from 265 to 290 millivolt with negativity inside the cell in different cells. Then what are the basic cause of the production of the resting membrane potential? So resting membrane potential is due to diffusion potential caused by diffusion of the diffusible ion across the membrane. Diffusion of these ions occur because of their unequal distribution across the membrane. Now this unequal distribution occurs due to the presence of the negatively charged ion like proteins, organic phosphates that are present inside the cell, and the cell membrane is not permeable to these ions. The presence of this non-diffusible ion inside the cell has certain effects at equilibrium, which is known as Gibbs-Donans equilibrium. So first is solution on either side of the membrane, means intracellular and extracellular fluid. They are electrically neutral and the total charges on the cations are equal to those of anions. And the second effect is the product of the diffusible ions on one side of the membrane is equal to product of the diffusible ions on the other side. So the diffusible ion multiplied by diffusible cations, that is inside the cell, is equal to diffusible anions multiplied by diffusible cations that are present outside the cell. At equilibrium, the concentration of the diffusible cations is greater than the concentration of the diffusible anion inside the cell. So opposite is true for anions. Their concentration is greater outside the cell. So because of the unequal distribution of the diffusible ions, the ions tend to diffuse along their concentration gradient, and this causes a development of the electrical potential across the membrane. So for understanding this, one has to imagine the hypothetical experiment where the membrane separates the two solution, 0.15 molar sodium chloride on side 1 and 0.15 potassium chloride on side 2. Side 1 that represents extracellular fluid and side 2 that represents intracellular fluid. The membrane is only permeable to potassium ions, and there are concentration gradients for sodium ion and potassium ions across the membrane, but no gradient for chloride ions. So as the membrane is only permeable to potassium ions, so that they can diffuse from side 2 to side 1 due to concentration force. This diffusion creates a positivity in the compartment 1, and this positivity opposes the diffusion of the positively charged potassium ions. So the electrical force is developed across the membrane due to diffusion of the potassium ions, and that is known as diffusion potential. As more and more number of the potassium ion diffuse due to concentration force, more and more electrical force will develop and will oppose the diffusion potential. when the concentration force tending to cause diffusion of the potassium ions from side 2 to side 1 becomes equal to electrical force which opposes the diffusion, the stage of the equilibrium will be reached. Now at this stage the force developed will be exactly equal but opposite to concentration force, and there will be no net diffusion of the potassium ions. Membrane potential that develops at this equilibrium is termed as Nernst potential for the potassium ions, and thus the Nernst potential for any ion is the equilibrium potential at which there is no net diffusion of the ion in any direction when the membrane is permeable only to that ion. Nernst potential for the different ions can be calculated by Nernst equation, and Nernst potential for positively charged ion is as follows. So electromotive force in millivolt is equal to minus 61 log concentration of the ion inside the cell divided by the concentration of the ion outside the cell. Nernst potential for the negatively charged ion is calculated as electromotive force in millivolt is equal to minus 61 log concentration of the ion outside the cell divided by the concentration of the ion inside the cell, or electromotive force in millivolt is equal to plus 61 log concentration of the ion inside the cell divided by the concentration of the ion outside the cell. Cell membrane is differentially permeable to different ions. Diffusion potential of the different ion contributes towards the development of the resting membrane potential. Goldman has prepared an equation for finding out the resting membrane potential by considering the polarity of the ion, then concentration gradient for ion across the cell membrane, and permeability of the cell membrane for the ion. Goldman's equation is as follows, and this is the formula where the C is concentration, I means inside the cell, O means outside the cell. Then this one is permeability of the membrane for sodium, permeability of the membrane for potassium, and permeability of the membrane for chloride. So Goldman's equation is electromotive force in millivolts is equal to minus 16 log concentration of the sodium ion inside the cell plus permeability of the membrane for sodium ion plus concentration of the potassium ion inside the cell, and permeability of the membrane for potassium ion plus concentration of the chloride ions outside the cell, and permeability of the membrane for chloride ion divided by concentration of the sodium ion outside the cell plus permeability of the membrane for sodium ion plus concentration of the potassium ion outside the cell, and permeability of the membrane for potassium ion plus concentration of the chloride ion inside the cell, and permeability of the membrane for chloride ion. So this is the Goldman's equation. Under the resting state, the cell membrane is most permeable to potassium ions, and hence the resting membrane potential is mainly caused due to diffusion potential for potassium ions, and the resting membrane potential of the cell is therefore nearer to Nernst potential for potassium ion. So the diffusion potential caused by the diffusion of diffusible ions, mainly the potassium ion is the main cause for the development of the resting membrane potential. Another cause of the development of the resting membrane potential is the sodium potassium pump. And this pumps out the 3 sodium ions outward and 2 potassium ion inward with each cycle. So there is a net loss of the 1 positive charge with each cycle. And so the pump is sodium potassium pump is also responsible for creating potential gradient across the membrane. And Nernst potential for the potassium and sodium ion. So Nernst potential for the potassium ion is equal to minus 61 log 140 divided by 4. Here 140 is concentration of the potassium ion inside the cell and 4 is concentration of the potassium ion outside the cell. So that is which is about minus 94 millivolt. So the Nernst potential for the potassium ion is minus 94 millivolt. Then Nernst potential for the sodium ion is with this formula, which is about plus 61 millivolt. Thank you very much. And if there is any questions or query regarding this lecture, please write down in comment section and please give me a feedback. Thank you very much.